Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Hey y'all. So part 3. All right, Andy. Woo wee, y'all. Part three of the reunion, y'all. Woo wee. Okay, Andy Cohen. He was speaking the truth. Wow. I'm shocked. Andy Cohen ain't nothing wrong with him, but you know, he really shocked me tonight. He really spoke the truth. He told Shamia that, hey, you really need to whenever you feeling some type of way, say it within that moment. Don't wait on it. Don't suppress it, because obviously when you do that, it comes out in 50 million different ways. We don't know what Shamia be mad about, and it's so confusing. It's confusing even being able to talk back out what she do, because it's so confusing. It's just like, where are you going, Shamia? And I love Shamia, talented, gorgeous woman. But whoa, wait, it's tough figuring her out because she harbors stuff and she suppresses it, and then it bubbles up and bubbles over, and then you got a smorgasbord full of issues that you didn't know you had. That's why you really do gotta talk to people, tell them what's bothering you, and just forgive one another. Cause otherwise it's like carrying around a book bag full of rocks. Okay. So woo wee. Oh wee. It was just, and then she liked to backtrack a lot. Shamia, she likes to backtrack and say, "Oh, I didn't say it like that," or "I didn't say that." Well, how these people know your thoughts? How they know? Because you told them at one point. Otherwise, Drew said it the best. They wouldn't even know to ask any questions like that about you and Portia. They wouldn't even know to ask questions like that. So you must have told them these things. And then you don't remember what you said. And then it's a game full of telephone with a million people. Come on. I love you, Shamia. I love you, girl. But woo, Andy said it the best. He was like, let it be known when your feelings are hurt and you feel a certain way, say it then and there. Don't suppress it, because look at what it has done. It brought a lot of confusion. Woo wee. Well, I hope that Portia and Shamia, I really hope they get it back together. They've been childhood friends for forever and have grown up in the same circles, and they still friends today. That's beautiful. Not a lot of people can say that they have that. I can't say I have that. A lot of people around me can't say that they have that. So they should keep their friendship going. I know sometimes I think that Portia did do insensitive things throughout the show, but at the end of the day, they friends and they can go past those little insensitive things. All right, y'all, it's back on. Oh no. You better. Oh wow. Okay. Drew is spilling the tea right now, y'all. She said that okay, we know that her husband is living in the basement. And I guess they had a little moment in the kitchen cooking together trying to co-parent, and and posted it online, and it looked like it looked cute, and it looked like they was reconciling, but I guess they really weren't. They were just trying to co-parent. And Drew was spilling the tea, talking about he had her husband, who still she's still married to, got it's a woman that he brought in the basement because they live in a gated community where you got to get the ID, a picture of the ID, and you get the alert on the phone. She saw it. It went because it went to their account, and she looked her up on Instagram. And when she went to her child's school, that woman was there, me mugging her, and even said something to her. Okay, we'll see what she said after this break is over. But woo wee, child. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, according to the Bible, she free now. Not free to fornicate, but she free to remarry. So that's good that she can remarry and find somebody else that, can treat her right and treat her with respect and whatnot. Even though I would love for them to, make it work, but, it takes two to tango, and he just seemed like he's about himself. Ooh wee, ooh wee, and about his self gratification. He ain't thinking about his children. He not thinking about his wife. He not thinking about his household. He thinking about himself and what can get him off. That's selfish. Woo wee, woo wee. Mm-mm-mm. And then, people be wondering why they dying. I'm sorry, they say that black men are the number one who die in nursing homes alone. I ain't trying to throw dirt or anything. I'm just speaking the truth. Come on, you can't be treating people poorly. You cannot treat people poorly your whole life and expect people to be next to you in the end years of your life. That's just not how it works. So be careful what you do, be careful what you say. Treat people with love and respect, because when you need it the most, you're going to be looking around. And it may not be nobody there. Well, wait, child. So, husbands out there, men out there, and women out there, treat each other right. Cause you gonna need these same people one day that you crapping on. You gonna need them. It's back on, y'all. Apologize to her. Woo wee, y'all. Woo wee. Ooh, what did I just see? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Child. Now, Drew, she didn't say the rest of like who the woman was. They just didn't show it. I don't know what happened, but I didn't see her say anything about it. Ooh wee. That's a mess though. Dang. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing else about that man. That's a mess. Wow. Andy, he made a good point. He was like, why, the other ladies really didn't support Drew within the things that she was going through with her divorce this season. And I have to say, yeah, they were just really mean to Drew. I don't know. I feel like they had a what you call it, I don't know. I think they mapped out who was gonna be the cool people and who was gonna be the lame-os, and they did according. Cause I don't know. I like Drew. Drew is a nice woman. I don't understand why they was treating her so bad. They was just treating her so bad this season. It is what it is. I'm happy that Portia was able to see the recording of how Drew had said how her music would even pay for Pilar's college, and how it wasn't a dig. It was just like this is pretty amazing. It's even gonna pay for Pilar's college. That's how she said it. And Portia got to see the taping of that, and she wasn't mad. She wasn't mad about it. It didn't make her upset. And that the way it was brought back to her by Shamia, it made it seem, like it was like she shading you, girl, and it wasn't like that. And of course, Shamia don't want to take accountability for that. Well, she did, but not really. It was a backhanded accountability. Oh, sure, I'll just mind my business next time. Y'all know I love Shamia, but Shamia, she be on some other stuff sometimes. I love her though. Gorgeous, talented, phenomenal woman. But woo wee, the communication, it needs some improvement, big time. Cause she don't know how to express herself, and she don't know how to bring back things, in the right order. She be creating a confusion, and I love her though. I love her, but it's the truth. We've seen it play out. Woo wee, y'all. And what's her name? Kelly. Kelly, I just think she kind of came in like I don't know. I just the way she came in, I don't know why she chose to come in that way. Like I know she had some questions for the other ladies, like Portia, like why you take that that woman's husband, and and all that. But she just came in real hot when she came on this show. I think she shouldn't have came in that hot. Anyway, it's back on y'all. I feel it. I feel it. Woo wee, y'all. Angela husband, he on here, Barkley. Wow. Okay. I mean, he's one of those mans. Don't show very much emotion, but but it's very present. He remind me of my grandpa. That was how my grandpa was. A lot of men of he's younger than my grandpa was, but I think men within his timing and backwards, um, the man's man. Some of them just didn't show much emotion. They weren't like huggy and kissy and emotional, but they were men. They were men that was always present and strong, and their presence showed their support. You know what I mean? So it is kind of cringy watching they little Angela and her husband, some of they little scenes together, because he be kind of leaving her hanging. Like she said, give me a kiss, and he ain't want to like kiss her. He told her why. But it is what it is. I understand. He's a man's man, and that's how men were back in the day. So, woo wee. I hope that he do, kind of take heed though. I hope that he, watches some of the scenes. I think he already has. and just be like, you know what? Let me just give my wife a kiss and a hug, and just love on her a little bit more, because obviously she's wanting that. So, let me do that for her. I know I'm a man's man, but do that for her because obviously she kind of wants that. Woo wee. But I love how he getting these ladies together. Like, get them together. Like, you don't know me. You know of me. You don't know me, girl. Get it right. I love that about him. Um, Ralph. Woo wee. Child. You ever heard in the word where people practice lies? That man. It should be a picture with him there. Come on, brother. It's sad because he's not gonna get nowhere in life. You're not gonna get nowhere in life doing people wrong and lying and gaslighting. You ain't ever gonna get nowhere in life like that. Ever. You may think you going somewhere, but you ain't going nowhere. You gotta have some integrity. Come on now. Woo wee. It's back on y'all. Woo wee. Oh man, Charles Barkley, he is funny. Dude is funny. Woo wee, he got them all together, especially Phaedra. Like y'all don't know me. Just because you've been in the room with the man, don't mean you know the man. You could have been in the same movie line as him, waiting to get the popcorn and the drinks, and that don't mean you know the man. Come on. And that was funny when he said, "Where y'all husbands at? Y'all so concerned about me? Where y'all husbands at?" And they can't say a dang thing. Woo wee. But wow. I don't know if I heard that right. Please let me know in the comments. Hey Kia and Miss, is it Dubar? Yes. Oh, thank you, Miss Dubar. Um you said Charles from another era when men handle things internally. I feel it. I feel it. He definitely is. Woo wee. Okay. Y'all heard that part where Angela was talking to Wendy Williams, and she was trying to comfort Wendy because her husband had, a child out of wedlock, and she just tried to let her know, hey, it's just a baby. I think what she mean it's just a baby is that it's an innocent baby. It's an innocent baby, children are blessings from God. But yeah, but it's just a baby, and she was trying to console her, and she was trying to give her testimony about what happened to her with her daughter's um no her yeah, her first daughter's dad and whatnot. And she just assumed that she was talking about her current husband, Charles. And so she went back on her show and told everybody that Charles had a baby out of wedlock. Woo wee. And then to put the icing on the cake, she reached out to Charles more than once. Well, he's saying once, asking if he wanna go get wine. Did I hear that right, y'all? Let me know in the comments. Cause if I heard that right, that's trifling. That is trifling. Here it is, Wendy trying to console her because she going through a public humiliation with her husband. Not only does she go back and tell the information on her show, she says it wrong and backwards, and then asks her husband out for wine. Are you kidding me? Woo wee, it's back on y'all. Girl, did y'all even know each other for real? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's all done, you guys. Thank you for watching this season with me. Yay, this was so much fun. Aw, so yeah, it's all done. Well, wow, all of them are divorced except for Shamia. Dang, ouch, ouch. That kind of shows you, like, in America, eh, divorce is, well, marriage is kind of disposable in America. People just don't stay together. That's sad. I pray that people, I just pray that people start valuing family more. I think people don't value family enough. I think people, they want what they want. Now I know it as selfishness. I didn't think it was selfish in the past, but now with the eyes of Christ, I see it for what it is selfishness. People want to, get things that they see in the street. They want to covet things that aren't theirs, including men and women and possessions and all sorts of things, and they end up losing their homes. Or Ralph is a pure example of that, to be honest with you. He see what he want in the street, and he is willing to destroy his home to get what he want in the street for his own self gratification. And a lot of people work in the same way, and they don't see until later that that's not the way to go. And women as well, we seeing more women do that. I saw a woman on Instagram or TikTok crying about how she's sad that she got divorced, even though it was her choice to divorce, and she started a affair, and she wanted to divorce, but now she's crying because of the situation she's in. The guy isn't faithful to her. Somebody contacted her. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Y'all maybe saw it too. Uh, the Another woman contacted her talking about, "Hey, who's that man in your video?" And she like, "That's my boyfriend." And then the lady like, "I didn't know he had a girlfriend. We've been talking. We've been seeing each other." And now here she is crying in the car talking about she should have had never got divorced, and she should have stayed at home and all of this stuff, and that how she can't trust nobody because you wanted to covet something that was never yours, and you destroyed your home doing so. Come on, Tia Mari. She left her fine husband. Corey ain't here, is he? He downstairs. But whoa, hope, girl, husband fine, and she want to go out in the HIV streets. What? Where they do that at, honey? I seen her husband growing up as a kid. Me and my sister used to watch TV and stuff, and I think he was on The Wire, and we saw him on The Wire, and we like, dang, goodness gracious. And we was just kids back then, and we saw that he was a cutie pie. And he has seems like he has a nice heart too. I don't know the guy, but just looking from the outside looking in, he seemed like a nice guy. And she disposed of him like he was a piece of garbage. For what? Some dude in the street that will just use you, use your body, use your clout. Come on, use your money, use whatever he can get out of you and discard of you. She destroyed her home for something that don't even exist in the streets. Come on now, we gotta start respecting ourselves, respecting our households, respect your body. Come on. Woo, respect your God that you claim to serve, Jesus Christ. Woo wee. That's sad though that everybody on that stage was divorced except for Shamia. Well, Drew, she still got time to get it right. As long as she living and breathing, they still got time to get it right. But but they all, except for Shamia. Hey, will we? That's all I got to say. Okay. Tina said, "Ready to Love, Philadelphia coming back August 1st. Is it? I didn't see when it was coming on. They just keep saying summer, summer, summer. Well, if it's coming back on, we'll be seeing Ready to Love, the old season. Well, I mean the season that abruptly stopped. Um, do you remember the season that abruptly stopped? Was that in Philadelphia too? Oh, we don't remember. I don't remember. But whatever the season was that abruptly stopped, we want to continue to do that. And Corey, he'll come back to watch that show as well. But thank y'all for rocking with me. This was a fun time. It was weird doing it on my own in the beginning, but then, I just start flowing and flowing and flowing. So thank y'all for coming to rock with me. Y'all didn't have to, but people did come to rock with me, and I really, really appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. Remember, y'all, to keep the Black community in prayer specifically. I'm not racist or nothing. I'm for everybody. I do prayer for the nations, but specifically, if we can all come together and pray for the Black community, please do so. I do so every single day because I want to see a change. And I know that prayer, it changes things. So if you do prayers every single day, please incorporate the Black community, because there's some things going on in our community that's just, it's been going on for a long time, some of the things, and it's just not right. So please pray for the Black community, please. I'm asking you because I know that, it's probably a lot of Black people who are watching this. And even if you're not Black, please pray for the Black community. Please. It's stuff going on in our community that's just not right. Stuff that's going on in our households that just isn't right. And I want to see a change for the better. I want to see God's will go forth. And it can. If we just come together in prayer, God can shift things. Okay? Well, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I watched the King's Court that's coming up next. So I'm gonna end this video and start the new video. But thank y'all once again for watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta with me. I really love y'all. Thank y'all so much. It was really fun just coming on, saying my opinion and stuff. So love y'all. All right, I'm coming back for the King's Court.